BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
An and one, and that's an easy travel call. And now Soden's going to throw one down. Little hesitation. Finds Henderson. Back to Bedoyan for three. Far side. It's good. Back to Braga. Now Luke Soden pulls from deep and gets it to go.
Driving into the paint. Pena. Shot blocked by Bedoyan. Back the other way. The Bulldogs. Kazajanski. Bring down the Thunder.
Hey, good evening. Welcome to Bedford High Gym here on this Tuesday evening. It is the season finale for Division I boys basketball, and the Bedford Bulldogs are hosting the Red Raiders of Spaulding. I'm Harry Kozlowski here with Kevin Gibbs on color. And this is a game that matters a lot to the Bulldogs, a win, and they will clinch the #1 seed.
It actually has some meaning to the Red Raiders as well. They have a bit of a chance, depending upon what happens with some other teams, to sneak in with the final postseason playoff berth. If Salem and Dover both lose tonight and Spaulding wins, then they do clinch that final playoff seed.
What happens if they lose? If
they're done.
Shot, they're done.
They're done.
So it's do or die here for
it's do or die for Spaulding.
For Spaulding, and we're going to have the tip-off right here between Nate Sanchez-Martinez, number 31, and senior Connor O'Rourke. It is all seniors out there. Senior night festivities here at Bedford High Gym. And the officials approach. Our officials tonight, Kevin Miano and Andy Paul. The tip, won by Spaulding, picked up by Crittenden. Gets it over to Hocker. Hocker dribbles.
Bedford comes out in a 2-3 zone.
Here's Marcel Rose, gets a pick. Kicks it out to Hocker. Hocker back to Rose. Now down low to Jean-Pierre. Three-point attempt, no good. Rebound goes to Hinton. And the Bulldogs come back. Hinton has it. Thinks about the three, goes to the foul stripe. And he gets one for two to drop. Bedford up early, 2-0.
Bedford showing a full court zone pressure. Looks like a bit of a diamond press here.
They manage to break it, and they get it to Sanchez-Martinez, who hits the three. 3-2 Spaulding.
It'll be interesting to see if their big man can hit from the outside. It's going to force Bedford to extend that zone.
Hinton to May, over to Pickett, back to Hinton. He's going to try the three. That's off the mark. O'Rourke almost comes down with the rebound, but instead Rose takes it away. Marcel Rose drives, now kicks it back out. Gets it inside. Now Rose in the far corner. Crittenden dribbles. He has to get it out here. Just gets it out to Hocker. He's double teamed. Hocker has to find an open man. Gets it to Rose. His try for three, no good. Gets his own rebound. Red Raiders with the ball once again. Rose gets it inside. Jean-Pierre has trouble. It's stolen away now. Bedford takes it away. Inside now to O'Rourke. Gets it off the glass and good.
Some nice interior passing there on Bedford's part.
4-3 Bulldogs up.
Bedford showing a 2-2-1.
Left the man open in the corner. That was Crittenden. Hocker to Rose. Hinton watching Rose there. Tried to reach in for a steal. Rose able to recover. Crittenden down low now. Pass off the hands of Jean-Pierre, taken away by the Bulldogs, and they come back. Hinton thinks about the three. Now Galamaga drives to the bucket, and he gets rejected by Sanchez Martinez. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
Sanchez Martinez is not only tall, but he has, we had a foul on that.
So contact made there. Sanchez Martinez will pick up the first foul of the game, his first foul. And Galamaga will go to the charity strip. I didn't see the hand go up on the official.
I didn't at first. That's why I was going to comment that his wingspan was to his advantage, but apparently they called him with the body down low.
First shot no good by Galamaga. Second try on the way. That one's perfect. 5-3 Bulldogs up 2. 5:32 to go. Long pass intended for Crittenden. Too high. He's a tall guy, but not that tall. Bedford gets the turnover. Inbound to Pickett.
Spaulding showing a full court 1-3-1 now.
Galamaga back to Pickett. This is May inside to O'Rourke. Kicks it back outside. Galamaga finds O'Rourke underneath, and he gets the roll and the basket. 4 points for Connor O'Rourke, and a timeout called here with 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs up by a score of 7-3.
What we're watching right now is, and here I'm going to editorialize a little bit, is the result of there being no shot clock here in the state of New Hampshire. Spaulding, especially when they're in the half court, have the opportunity to kind of probe and attack that zone defense a little bit. And actually, no shot clock is to the advantage of a team that cannot perhaps create offense very quickly.
Spaulding will inbound, and Bedford already has three players in the backcourt ready to press. Galamaga watching Hochter. Now they get it over the timeline, over to Rose. Rose thinks about the three, puts it on the ground, gets it to Hochter. Hochter drives, a little jump. No good, off the rim. May with the rebound. Seniors still playing here. Going to get the most of their start here. Galamaga with the long three, way off the mark. Ball finally drops down to Hochter. Gets it to Rose. Rose goes to the bucket. Bedford players goes down, but no call, so it's 7-5 now. O'Rourke with the jumper. Tied up. Jump ball. We'll find out. Possession arrow is going to go to Bedford, so the ball will stay with the Bulldogs.
It's funny, sometimes when you're really fighting for position inside, like O'Rourke was, put all of your energy into getting the shot, but not necessarily finishing.
O'Rourke gets it to the corner. Galamaga dribbles. Now Jack May dribbles into a double team, kicks it outside to Hinton. That's off the mark. Rose coming back. Cuts inside into a double team. Pulls it back. Yeah, that was almost a travel right there.
Yeah, I think that might have been a drag of the pivot foot, but we have the benefit of being a little elevated here.
Crittenden over to Jean-Pierre, back to Hochter. Crittenden's going to try the three. That's too strong. Jean-Pierre with the rebound. That's no good on the layup. Now on the other end, Hinton lays it up off the glass and good. 9-5, Bulldogs up. Almost a steal right there. And now there is a steal as Pickett gets the hand in there. O'Rourke into the corner to Pickett. Three-point attempt. No good. Rebound Hochter for Spaulding. Down low to Crittenden, inside to Jean-Pierre, the short jumper. I think that O'Rourke might have got a hand on the ball here. He might have gotten a foul.
Yeah, I think when the shot coming up short like that kind of threw people for a loop in terms of their rebounding and their positioning. And I think he kind of got caught in the middle and created the foul situation.
So actually it's going to be Pickett with the foul. Martinez Sanchez with the three, no good. Now from the foul line, it's Rose, he gets it. Rose Rose with 4 points, 9-7 Bedford. O'Rourke finds May all alone. Or Hinton, I should say. Hinton's going to try the three here, and he gets it. 7 points for Jack Hinton, 12-7 Bulldogs. Spaulding now taking their time out of their back zone. Rose finally gets it over the timeline, but May is able to get a hand on that, knock it out of bounds.
Spaulding seems to be having an issue with this zone.
And now the usual starters are prepared to come back into the game here. Ouija Dak, Elsmore, and O'Connell about to come into the game for Bedford. Here's Sanchez Martinez with the 2. 5 points for him, 12-9. Bulldogs up 3. 2:19 to go here in the first. Galabaga up to May. May drives to the basket. Backward layup, rims out. O'Rourke gets the ball. It's tied up. Are they going to call a jump? Yes. And possession goes to Spaulding. And a hand for the senior starters as they come off.
Actually, I think Pickett, who's a junior, came off as well.
Pickett, not a usual starter, getting a little bit of playing time.
Right.
Spaulding just gets the ball over the timeline, almost turned it over there. They get into the corner to Thibodeau. Three-pointer, bounces over the rim. The ball will go to Bedford. So Charles Thibodeau coming in for the Red Raiders. Some changes there for the Red Raiders team. Connor LaPierre is also in the game for Spaulding. Here's O'Connell, Ouija Dak now. Over to Elsmore. Elsmore drives to the basket. Off the glass and in. 14-9 Bulldogs. He's going to get the and one. And it looks like LaPierre will be the guilty party, picking up the foul, his first. 14-9. Here's a chance for Elsmore to add to that. It is good.
Old-fashioned three-point play. Well, the way you can get 3 points back when I was playing in high school.
Well, didn't they used to have peach baskets nailed down the wall?
Actually, James Naismith was a friend of my younger brother.
Here's a shot from LaPierre. That's off the mark. Bulldogs come up with it. O'Connell thinks about going to the bucket, pulls up, leaves it there for Hinton. Hinton changes direction, now goes to the bucket, and it gets rejected. A second one for Sanchez Martinez. This time, no foul.
The difference in speed with the Bedford subs that have come in is really noticeable. Really noticeable.
Pass inside to O'Connell. That was just off the mark a little bit, and O'Connell could not come down with it, so Spaulding comes up with the turnover. Rose on Dak, cuts inside, tries to lay it up in a triple team. Dak gets the ball, and it's going to be another jump ball here. Quickly called jump ball. This time, possession arrow in favor of the Bulldogs.
Looks like we have Ali Shakir coming in for Jack Hinton.
Shakir usually the first sub off the bench. A little different tonight because of senior night. 59 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 59 Bulldogs. Landon Elsmore to O'Rourke, stays in the game. Elsmore shot off the mark inside, but Dak right there puts it off strong. O'Connor tries and he gets it in.
So far tonight, Connor O'Rourke pretty much owns every rebound that he wants on the offensive side. If Spaulding doesn't block him out, it's going to be a long night for Spaulding.
Rose is going in the wrong direction. Finally gets it over the timeline here. LaPierre with the ball and in a double team, looking for an outlet. He's going to get called for the travel as he moved that pivot foot. Turnover, Spaulding. Inbound now for Bedford. 25 seconds to play. This is O'Rourke. Finds Shakir. Shakir cuts. to the bucket, over to Dak, finds him all alone, and Dak off the glass and in. 2 points there. 19-9, Bulldogs up by 10. 5 seconds to play in the first. Pass up to LaPierre, he's going to try the three, that's no good. And that's where we end things. After one, it's Bulldogs 19, Spaulding Red Raiders 9. And scoring so far, Landon Nelsmore with 3, Jack Hinton with 7, Charlie Galamaga with 1, Connor O'Rourke with 6, and Ouija Dak with 2.
So it was interesting, the obviously senior night, starting the seniors, then going to the traditional starting lineup, and then also then making the move to bring in the first sub. Interesting story at the beginning of the season, Alicia Shakir was starting, and he was replaced in the starting lineup by Ouija Dak, and a lot of kids might have taken that negatively and maybe been a little upset by it. And it says everything you need to know about Shakir's attitude towards the game. It's basically whatever it takes, coach type of attitude. He's a great young man, and he plays the game, whether he plays 5 minutes or 25, he plays the game full out.
Well, he's playing the role of the sixth man very well here. Real quick, before the second quarter begins, we at BCTV and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage, including Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and great New Hampshire restaurants like T-Bones and the Copper Door. Quickly scoring for the Red Raiders, just 2 to talk about. Marcel Rose with 4 and Nate Sanchez Martinez with 5 points. Spaulding with possession. Hocker dribbles inside low to Jean-Pierre, loses the ball momentarily. Now they get it inside to Sanchez Martinez, and they think he draws a foul. It is going to be Landon Elsmore picking up a foul right there.
Was it Elsmore? Yeah, it was.
And it'll be an inbound situation here. Luke O'Connell, by the way, in the game for Connor O'Rourke. Inbounds to Sanchez Martinez, leaves it there for Crittenden. Pass across to Jean-Pierre for 3, and it's good. First points in the game for Jean-Pierre. 19-12 now. Pass shot there by Logan O'Connell, a little short. Rebound and stolen away here by Bedford. O'Connell gets it to Dak. Dak drives, gets up high and puts it in. 4 points now for Dak. 29-12. Marcel Rose, the Hawker. Sanchez Martinez to Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre puts it on the floor. Gets it back to Sanchez Martinez. Long pass for Crittenden. Now Rose from the corner for 3, and he gets it. 7 points for Rose. 21-15 now Bedford. Bedford slowing things down here, calling out an offense. Elsmore to O'Connell, to Ouija Dak. Elsmore again. Here's Shakir for 3. Too strong, but Dak with the rebound off the glass and in. 6 points now for Ouija Dak. 23-15. Bulldogs pressing again in the backcourt. And that turns into a turnover. Dak picks it up. Long 3 by Logan O'Connell's no good. Out of bounds off of Spaulding. It'll stay with the Bulldogs.
It's almost like Bedford can do whatever they want in attacking this Spaulding defense at this point. They feel comfortable with the outside shot, they're taking it, but the lanes are there, the gaps are there for them to...
Little miscommunication right there on the inbound, but a missed shot there by Rose. Dak gets the rebound. O'Connell kicks it out to
O'Connell,
and he gets the 3. So 3 points for Luke O'Connell. 26-15 is the score, and we get a timeout. That inbound, I was going to say that Dak moved inside just as the inbound pass went far to the back, and that turned into a turnover. Fortunately for Bedford, they missed on the layup, and Dak came all the way back and got the rebound.
He's extremely athletic. He's been as I stated earlier, was subbing off the bench to start the season, but he is such a talented player, and only a freshman, I might add. It's hard to keep him off the floor. He brings so many different elements to the game. He can hit the outside shot, he can rebound, he can defend everywhere from the 2 to the 5. The kid's the full package.
Yeah, well, you know, Dak has really developed quickly in the senior year. The pundits that predicted a more or less middle of the pack finish for the Bulldogs really didn't take into account a player like Dak emerging like he has. And Bedford really has tremendous depth, tremendous youth that have stepped up in this season and brought the team all the way to the top of the standings because of it.
Agree 100%. The feeder system in Bedford is second to none. I'll just speak firsthand with that one.
So Braden Crittenden inbounds to Marcel Rose. They trail by 11, 26-15 with 5:47 to go. Shakir watching Rose. Ball goes back to Jean-Pierre. He stumbles, puts up an off-balance shot. Almost pushed out of bounds there, Luke O'Connell. Now here's a pass to Dak underneath. Reverse layup is good. 8 points for Dak. That was tremendous how he changed his hand from the front to the back on the layup.
That's a skill you don't necessarily see from a freshman.
Sanchez Martinez off the glass. 28-17. Now Dak driving one-on-one. Now he changes his mind, pulls back. Off the hands of Marcel Rose. Note they're going to say Dak lost the ball, so it'll be a turnover on the Bulldogs.
A little bit of a miscommunication there on the handoff. One thought it was a handoff, the other one didn't. Unfortunately, the one that thought it was the one that was giving up the ball. Gave it up to the out-of-bounds line.
So Rose, watched by Shakir. Noah O'Brien in the game now for the Red Raiders. Gets it to Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre, top of the key for 3, no good. Rebound by Elsmore. Quick outlet to Dak. Little Euro step, he gets fouled. And I believe that's going to be on Sanchez Martinez, and that will be his second foul. And it is correct. That is Sanchez Martinez's second foul. It's going to be a shooting foul for Dak. LaPierre getting ready to come back in the game for Spaulding. Also for the Bulldogs, Connor O'Rourke ready to come in. Dak is good on the first. 29-17. Out comes Luke O'Connell. So Bedford's got their usual starting 5 out there now. And Dak gets the second one. 30-17. Spaulding taking their time. Going to cut this a little close here, aren't they?
They are. They're struggling. Yeah, 10 seconds.
Yeah, they're just a little laissez-faire there in the backcourt.
I think the big issue was that there's just no movement. They have nobody cutting to any open spots, and they're making it real easy for Bedford to cover the middle of the floor.
Here's Elsmore. And Logan O'Connell drives to the bucket, gets his first 2 points of the game. 32-17. Now from the corner, a 3 by Crittenden, no good. Shakir with the rebound. Bedford quickly in transition. Shakir drives, loses the ball. It goes off the leg of a Spaulding player. It'll stay with Bedford.
Spaulding's pretty much one and done. They come down and take a long shot, and long shots make for long rebounds, which starts a transition for Bedford.
Ball inbound, and they're going to call a travel on Logan O'Connell. Logan O'Connell's been having some low-scoring games of late, having trouble finding the bucket. He's still the leading scorer for the Bulldogs, but he's really trying to find that scoring touch once again before the playoffs begin. Dak comes out, Jack Hinton comes in. And Crittenden will inbound the ball. Gets it to Rose. Rose being watched closely there by Logan O'Connell. Now they get it to O'Brien. Now from the corner, Crittenden hits the 3. 32-20. Bulldogs up by 12. O'Rourke to hint, thinks about the three, pulls it down. Elsmore watched by Rose. Here's O'Rourke. Hint. O'Connell dribbles, puts it on the ground, and looks like O'Connell's drawing the foul here. We'll see who the foul is on. On number 2? Okay, so that's going to be on Noah O'Brien. Not a shooting foul. Second team foul on Spaulding. There's a three from the corner from Hinton, rattles out. Now transition, Spaulding goes to the bucket. Crittenden will get the and one. 5 points for Crittenden. Chance to add one more here. 32-22 now. They get within 10.
Spaulding is capable of putting some points up on the board. I think if they're a little bit more attacking on the offensive end, but right now they're settling for a lot of quick shots.
And Crittenden is good on the free throw. He's got 6.
That's the first free throw taken in the game by Spaulding. And that's because they're taking an awful lot of outside shots instead of attacking the rim.
Elsmore, O'Connell drives around a couple of players, gets landed on. Crittenden is going to draw that foul, I believe. And not a shooting foul, surprisingly. I thought that
if he had thrown the ball towards the rim, they would have given him the shot, but instead he kind of just pushed it behind him.
Inbounds to O'Rourke, and he gets it off the glass and in. 8 points now for Connor O'Rourke, and the lead is 34-22. 23, I should say. There's a turnover. Couldn't control it. Out of bounds. It'll go back to Spaulding. Jean-Pierre brings it over the timeline, gets it to Crittenden. He's going to try the three, and he gets it.
It's his second three.
34-26. Drive to the bucket there by O'Connell, no good. O'Rourke looks like he got fouled. And I guess they are going to call the foul here, right? The putback by O'Connell, waved off.
Spaulding does not have an answer for Connor O'Rourke. No answer. That nobody is boxing him out. He pretty much does what he wants inside in terms of grabbing offensive rebounds and putbacks.
10 points for O'Rourke now. Or no, correction, bucket. There was not a bucket, right? So it's going to be 2 shots here for O'Rourke. He gets the first one. (35-26). Second shot on the way, and that one's good as well. So now 10 points for Connor O'Rourke. 36, I should say. 26, 10-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Bedford pulls back, pulls off the full court pressure, and comes back to that Merrimack-inspired 2-3 zone. Merrimack College out of Andover, Mass.
Rose dribbles, puts it in the corner to Crittenden. He had to get it right back to Rose. It was deflected. Rose now for the short jumper, off the mark. Rebound by Jean-Pierre. He's going to be fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line. And the foul going on Landon Elsmore, his second.
Coach Marino and Andy Paul having a little discussion on the nature of the free throw. I mean, of the foul.
Jean-Pierre's free throw rims out. Dak comes in. Elsmore comes out. Jack May also back in the game. Second free throw coming up now for Jean-Pierre. That one is good. Jean-Pierre with 4 points. 36-27. It's a 9-point lead for the Bulldogs. May, 12 on 12 here. To O'Rourke. Decides to take 3 and nails it. Big man, smooth stroke.
Senior having himself a senior night.
39-27, Bulldogs up 12. 1:20 to go here in the half.
Stifling a little bit of a smile on the backside of that zone. With some ribbing from his bench mates.
Hochter almost had the ball stripped away from him. Instead, he gets it to the corner, and O'Brien hits the 3. O'Brien gets in the score sheet. 39-30. Logan O'Connell dribbles into a double team, gets it out to May, leaves it for Dak, who just drives to the bucket, pulls back a little too far. Ball rolls off the rim, rebound goes to Hochter. Hochter into the corner to Rose for the 3. Favorite place for the 3-point shooters is Spaulding, that near corner.
Loves the corner.
Here comes Logan O'Connell, going to go to the bucket, off balance.
I think he was looking for the contact rather than the made shot.
Spaulding with the ball, 22 seconds to play. It's going to be a foul on Logan O'Connell. Contact made in the backcourt. First foul on Logan O'Connell. .22.5 seconds to go here. Inbounds to Rose, taking his time. Bedford not pressing this time.
Spaulding definitely playing for the last shot here of the half.
Rose dribbles, May on him. The crowd is kind of counting off time. Here's the 3 from the corner. If it's good, it'll count. And it does not. It's off the mark, and that's where we end the half. 39-30 is the score. Bulldogs are up by 9.
It's funny, it was a little bit of a sluggish half. Pace of the game, I expected it to be a little bit more up-tempo, but at the end, Bedford holding on to that 9-point lead. It really hasn't been a close game. Doesn't feel like a close game, but by the same token, the Raiders are hanging around, and with a team that can hit some of those shots, you don't want a team hanging around for too long.
Let's get you the scores for the Bulldogs. Landon Elsmore with 3 points. Logan O'Connell only 2 so far. Another slow night for Logan. Jack Hinton with 7. Charles Galamaga with 1 point. Luke O'Connell with 3. Connor O'Rourke leading the way. He's got 13, and Ouija Dak right behind him with 10 points on the Red Raiders ledger. Noah O'Brien with 3. Braden Crittenden with 9. He has 2 threes. Kieran Jean-Pierre, he's got 4. Marcel Rose with 7 points, and Nate Sanchez-Martinez with 7. We're going to take a break, play you these messages, come back in about 9 minutes for second half action here. 39 for Bedford, 30 for Spaulding. You're watching and listening to Bedford boys basketball on BCTV and Bedford 105.1.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
And welcome back to Bedford High. Jim here. Second half about to begin. Bulldogs lead this one 39-30. Quick reminder, our next broadcast will be playoff action with the Bedford girls basketball team, their opening round game. We presume it's going to be Manchester Central and West, but that's yet to be finalized. But we do know that the ladies are the #1 seed. Coach Kevin Gibbs, who happens to be doing the color today, can attest to that.
Most definitely. The girls finished their second consecutive 18-0 season. It's it's a real pleasure to coach such a talented group of individuals. It truly is. They finished, as your listeners and watchers know, with an exciting game against Londonderry last Friday night.
Yeah, it was a fabulous game. Big comeback there.
Finished off on a 16-0 run.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a great comeback, but you might not have been happy that they were down 9 in the fourth to begin with.
Not happy in one respect, but that team needed some adversity. We've had a couple of tight games, but we're never behind that late. And so to be down 7 going into the fourth quarter was a really great place for the team to be. A lesson was going to be learned either way, and we learned a great lesson about our ability to come back.
And we're about ready to begin here. That game, by the way, will be Monday, 7 p.m. Monday, March 3rd. So Bedford going from right to left, inbounds. Ouija Dak to Elsmore. Over to O'Rourke. Back to Elsmore in the corner, watched by Rose. Kicks it out to Dak at the three-pointer. Dak pulls back against Jean-Pierre, tries to drive, loses the handle. Spaulding on the ground. Yeah, got away with it.
Little roll there. That's
they usually call that.
Yeah, you're allowed to slide, but not to roll.
So Spaulding with the ball now. 39-30 is your score. They're down by 9. This is a game they need to win to stay alive in the tournament. Bedford needs to win this one to get the #1 seed and the bye. Bedford rebounds the missed shot, and quickly in transition, Jack Hinton lays it up and in. 9 points for Jack. Here's Jean-Pierre. Crittenden under the basket, puts it up too strong. O'Rourke had it momentarily. Now Crittenden gets the rebound back. Rose for Spaulding, pulls it back. They reset. Hocker will get fouled by #4 Jack Hinton.
It wasn't the lead hand. He actually had that backhand kind of wrapped around the waist, and that's what the call was for. But I like the way Bedford comes out aggressive in this zone. They don't sit back. They come out and challenge on the perimeter.
Hocker with it. Over to Rose. Looks inside to Sanchez Martinez at the foul strike. Gives it back to Rose. Now they kick it out for the three-point attempt. That's off the mark. Hocker gets the rebound. Underneath, Jean-Pierre puts it away.
Would have been goaltending, I think, if it hadn't gone in.
41-32. Elsmore gets it to O'Connell. Driving on Hocker. Pulls up. Short jumper. Goes in. 4 points now for Logan O'Connell. Here's a three-point try by Rose. Rebound saved there by Spaulding. Shot way off the mark, goes off the top of the backboard. And O'Rourke for Bedford gets the rebound. O'Connell gets away from his defender. Finds O'Rourke underneath, and O'Rourke puts it away for his 15th point. 45-32, Bedford up. Lead pass to Sanchez Martinez. Now to Rose, backhand layup off the mark. O'Connell to the bucket, gets it. 47-52, 15-point lead now.
I haven't been tracking rebounds, but Connor O'Rourke has got to be getting close to a double-double.
Long baseball pass to Crittenden, then he feeds it to a cutting Jean-Pierre, who puts it off the glass and in. 47-34. Here's Elsmore, drives, kicks it out to Hinton for three, and it's good. 50-34, 16-point lead now for the Bulldogs. Spaulding's been able to keep it to within more or less single digits. Now the Bulldogs are pulling away. Now the three from downtown. Marcel Rose hits that. 50-37. Elsmore drives, loses it out of bounds, but they say that Spaulding touched it on the way out. No, they're going to call a foul here. Marcel Rose getting his first. Here's O'Connell. Drives the baseline. Out to Hinton for three. No good this time. O'Connell getting the rebound. Goes on the baseline again. He gets stuffed. Gets the ball back. Now Hinton for another three, and he hits it. Back-to-back threes for Jack Hinton. 53-37.
Surprised Spaulding hasn't called a timeout. The bleeding has got to be stopped here. If they don't get a score or a stop or something soon, this game's going to get a little out of hand.
Yeah, sometimes you need to just stop the momentum of the team that's running away with it.
Exactly.
I mean, the Bulldogs here with an 11-7 lead in this quarter. But what was a 9-point deficit is stretching out to 14. Inbounds, Hocker gets it. Jean-Pierre, Ouija Dak watching him. Gets it to Sanchez Martinez. That's out of bounds off the hand of Landon Elsmore. Possession will stay with the Red Raiders. Gets it to Hocker. Short jumper off the mark, but Sanchez Martinez is right there to clean it up. He's got 9 points. 53-39. 14-point lead for the Bulldogs. Hinton finds O'Rourke underneath. A little too far under the bucket, but he will get a foul. Sanchez Martinez in a little bit of trouble here now. He's got 3 fouls.
Yeah, based on the subs that we've seen, I don't know if Spaulding has anybody on the bench that they can really come in and take his minutes. Looks like the coach is going to ride with him.
First shot there by O'Rourke, a little strong. Dak comes out of the game. Ali Shakir is in. That second free throw good by O'Rourke. 16 points now for the big man. Here's Rose. Pivots. Kicks it out to Sanchez Martinez, who tries a long three. No good. Hinton gets the rebound for Bedford quickly in transition to Shakir. Shakir pulls back. Hinton for the long three. A little off there, but able to tip it to Logan O'Connell, and he gets the three. Is that going to be a three?
No, that was
a two?
That was a two.
He had a foot on the line there, so 2 points there. 8 now for Logan O'Connell. 56-39, the lead stretches out there. Hocker inside to Sanchez Martinez. Hook shot, gets it in. Bedford coming back quickly. Great big block there on Elsmore by Sanchez Martinez. Red Raiders coming back. Almost got it to Jean-Pierre under the bucket, but Elsmore quickly getting the hand in there, knocking it out of bounds.
Sanchez Martinez is a nice player. I was just looking at the roster. He's only a junior. He's coming off the floor now. He's got a lot of nice skills.
Connor LaPierre coming in for Sanchez Martinez. Long inbound there to Jean-Pierre. He's going to take the short jumper. Doesn't get the roll. Crittenden tries again. No good. Almost a turnover there. They're going to call a foul here on Hocker, I believe, number 4. Going to get the blocking foul. That is the 13th foul this quarter on the Red Raiders. 2 more. They'll get in the bonus. Rose knocks it out of bounds. Bedford will try again. Elsmore to O'Connell. At the charity stripe. Kicks it to Shakir. Now Hinton's going to try it from 3 and gets it. 59-41.
Logan O'Connell with the steal and the putback. And all of a sudden it's a 20-point game, Harry.
This is Rose dribbling against Shakir. Pivots and gets it to roll into the bucket there. 12 points for Marcel Rose. Little contact on that shot, but Hinton gets the ball right back. (63-43), back up to that 20-point lead. LaPierre down low to Jean-Pierre. Fights his way to the basket, gets it in. 10 points now for Jean-Pierre. Here's Shakir. Kick out to Hinton. He's going to keep trying that three. No good. Landon Elsmore cleans it up, though. 5 points for Landon Elsmore. 65-45. Under 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Marcel Rose being guarded by Shakir. Now Hocker. Crittenden with it. Dribbles toward the bucket. Looks for an outlet. Gets it to the corner. But Jean-Pierre doesn't have any room here. Puts it on the ground. Almost a turnover here. Ball is loose into the backcourt, but Spaulding Red Raiders get it back. 16 seconds to go. Now the pickpocket there by Shakir. Puts it up too strong. They're going to call a foul on Marcel Rose.
Interesting call.
I wasn't sure if how much contact there was there.
Well, he said it was a push after the shot. I don't know.
Did they play the? I don't know if the rebound. I'm sorry, the replay was just shown. Nope, might have missed it. Okay, so 4 fouls, but this quarter's almost done, so probably won't see a bonus. Elsmore will inbound. Shakir, 8 seconds. Hinton puts it down, gets it back to Shakir. And contact made there. That is foul number 4 on Sanchez Martinez.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble on Spaulding's part, putting him back into the game, and the gamble did not pay off.
So Shakir will have 2. It is a bonus now. You know, here I said that we probably won't get to the bonus, and here we are in the bonus.
7 seconds later.
Shakir puts it up too strong. No good. Still not on the score sheet. Now finally, Sanchez Martinez will take a seat. Coach Lauren Lucas trying to save his big man for the fourth quarter here with 4 fouls. Second shot is good. 1 point now for Ali Shakir. 66-45. Shot is blocked by May. And we're going to end the quarter right there.
That was Jack Hinton's quarter. He had 13 points.
66-45 is your score at this point. Let's get you caught up on the scoring altogether. Landon Elsmore with 5 points. Logan O'Connell finally waking up. He had 8 in that third quarter. He's got 10 for the game. Jack Hinton, as you said, 13 points plus 7 in the first half. That gives him 20 points. Ali Shakir finally in the scorebook with 1. Same with Charles Galamaga. He got that early. Luke O'Connell with a 3. Connor O'Rourke has 16. And Ouija Dak kind of quiet in that period. He still has 10 points. On the Red Raiders side, Noah O'Brien with 3. Braden Crittenden with 9 points. Kieran Jean-Pierre, he's got 10. 12 points for Marcel Rose. And Nate Sanchez Martinez with 11, although he's on the bench now with 4 fouls.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough with a game like this when you don't have a second big to go to.
Real quick, while we got a moment, we want to thank our underwriters that make this sports coverage on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 possible. They include Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and great New Hampshire restaurants like T-Bones and the Copper Door. Thank you very much. Spaulding with the possession arrow. They take it out to start the fourth quarter, trailing by 21. Rose finally gets it over the timeline. Now takes a jumper. And he gets the roll. 14 now for Rose. Bulldogs quickly back. Shakir to Jack May. Gets it to Luke O'Connell. Shakir. Logan O'Connell dribbles. Cross court to Luke O'Connell. He's going to try the three. No good. Rebound there by Crittenden. Almost stolen away. Now here's Hochter for the Red Raiders. Takes an off-bounds jumper, and he was off-bounds because he traveled. So turnover there.
The only way you can slither by a defender like that is if you walk.
Coming up in the 7-minute mark here, Luke O'Connell. Little trouble. Logan O'Connell, same bouncing ball. Pass inside, now out to Shakir for three. No good. Rose with the rebound for Spaulding. A little bit of contact there. They're going to call a foul on Logan O'Connell. A little elbow. Number 2 on Jack, I'm sorry, not Jack Hinton, on Logan O'Connell. That is his second. So Connor LaPierre inbounds to Hochter in the backcourt. Little contact made right there by Logan O'Connell. Now he gets it to Jean-Pierre into the corners. Crittenden to the three, long, no good. And LaPierre cleans it up. He finally gets into the scorebook with 2. 66-49. Bedford, May.
Nice backdoor cut on part of Logan O'Connell, and he gets fouled.
So Logan O'Connell now with 12 points, trying to make it 13. Pushes the score up to 68-49. Noah O'Brien comes in for Nick Hochter. Logan O'Connell gets the and one. 13 points now for number 3. 20-point lead, 69-49. Bulldogs just 6:20 away from that number 1 seed. Jean-Pierre inside to LaPierre. Puts it up too strong. O'Connell with the rebound. O'Connell dribbles. Pivots. The runner is good. O'Connell starting to feel that scoring touch coming back. He's got 15 now. Fadeaway jumper by Rose is good. 14 for him. Correction, 16 for him.
Trading baskets isn't going to do it for Spaulding at this point. They need to get out in some transition and get some stops.
Shot no good. Rebound there by O'Connell. LaPierre. And a technical foul being called here. Do you pick up what the reason for that is?
I think he was looking for a call and expressed as much to the official.
So it's on Moreno. Okay.
No. That was on Logan.
Oh, on Logan. Okay.
I think he thought that he was fouled, and as I said as much to the official.
So O'Connell gets his third on technical. Unfortunately, Rose misses the first one. Makes the second. 17 points now for Marcel Rose. 71-52 is the score. 5:31 to play here.
Coach Marino using this as a good teaching moment. You're up essentially 20 points. If the call doesn't go your way, I've yet to see an official reverse a call based on a complaint. You just play on.
Rose dribbles. Now gets over the timeline. Crittenden, watched by May. Sanchez Martinez back in the game with 4 fouls. From the corner, LaPierre, no good. It goes off of Bedford. Ball will stay with Spaulding. Crittenden with the rebound. And stolen away by Jack May. Jumps up. blocks it, gets all the way to Jack May. Ouija Dak couldn't quite finish the dunk there. It almost looked like a football throw. Jack May. Now coming back, Spaulding will get not a good roll. Marcel had it roll off the rim. This time they get Dak under the basket. He puts it away. 12 points for Ouija Dak, 73-52. Rose with it now.
Well, the dunk can be electric. Sometimes just getting that sure thing, too, is the better way to go.
Yeah, he didn't get the elevation right there.
No, nothing worse than having your shot blocked by the rim.
Into the corner, LaPierre. Crittenden sees Sanchez Martinez cutting to the bucket, and he gets the roll right there. 13 points there for Nate Sanchez Martinez. Now here's a long three by O'Connor. Jack May tries, no good. Out to Shakir. Drives, stops, gets it to Dak. Dak will just lay it in. 14 for Dak. This time he thought about dunking it, but instead he just laid it up very nice.
I think he realized that the sure two is always a good way to go.
3:45 left. Sanchez Martinez one-on-one against O'Rourke. His jumper no good. O'Rourke with the rebound. Now Shakir. Gonna get a timeout, Collie?
Yeah, Coach Marino just called a 30. I think he's got some subs coming in, some kids who, or at least one who hasn't seen any minutes tonight, and I think he wants to reset his kids.
One more time, we'd like to thank our underwriters who make this live sports coverage possible on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and great New Hampshire restaurants like T-Bones and the Copper Door. Next broadcast is going to be on Monday, March 3rd, right here at BHS Gym. Girls basketball starting out their journey to a title as the #1 seed. They're likely to play Manchester Central West. We'll know for sure in a day or two.
Actually, by the time I get home tonight, I'll get out and work all of the combinations, and I'll know by 10 o'clock tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
But nothing's official till the NHIA posts it on the website.
So Tyler Pickett back in the game. He had a start today. Galamaga also back in. May block going up there by Sanchez Martinez. He's going to go coast to coast here. Draws a foul. And he will go to the line for two. We'll see if the call is on is that 14? Yes, it is. So Bo Dunker in the game. Quickly picking up a foul. Sanchez Martinez good from the free throw line. He has 14 points now. Can't read my own writing. Second free throw, also good. 15 points.
You know, every player aspires to get themselves in the scorebook, Harry, but with a foul next to your name, that's not necessarily the way you want to do it.
Luke O'Connell, Tyler Pickett, Galamaga, long three, off the mark. Jean-Pierre with the rebound. Under 3 minutes to play. Inside to Sanchez Martinez. He fights his way to the bucket. Too strong. Rebound Bedford. Luke O'Connell pulls up. Gets it to Galamaga. Now Bo Dunker. Into the corner. A little confusion there. Jack May got the ball. Trapped on the baseline. Got to find an outlet. Gets it to Dunker. He tries the three. No good. Jean-Pierre to Sanchez Martinez for three. Looked good. Didn't quite find the hole. Now Galamaga with the rebound. And a nice three there by Luke O'Connell. That's the second one. He's got 6 points. 78-56. Timeout. with 2:05 to play.
One thing has been cemented this evening, Harry, and that's Bedford's ability to put the ball in the hole from all three levels. They have a nice mid-range game. They slash to the hoop nicely. They've got some great three-point shooters on this team. Typically when we're home, they're away, and when they're home, we're away. We happen to not be playing this evening, so I haven't had much of a chance to watch them this year. And I got to tell you, their ability to score the ball is really impressive.
With the bye, the Bedford boys will not play until the quarterfinal, and that is scheduled for Saturday, March 8th at 7 p.m. here at Bedford High Gym. Opponent to be determined.
Yep, there'll have to be an 8-9 game to determine who they'll be playing.
Here's Noah O'Brien out to Xander Snelson. He's somebody we haven't mentioned his name tonight. Now Sanchez Martinez off the glass and good.
That was a very nice spin move.
78-58. About 100 seconds left in regulation. Dunker gets it inside to Galamaga, out to May. Now Dunker with it again. This is Jack May driving to the basket, kicks it out to Dunker. Dunker, a little bit of fake off the glass.
Pretty
good.
Move. Pretty move.
Dunker gets in the scorebook. 80-58.
Good jump.
Turnover there, yeah. Stolen away from Dunker, and all alone underneath is Luke O'Connell. He's got 8 points. Another turnover. Dunker takes it away. That's 2 for 2. And this time, Sanchez Martinez thinks he might have gotten a foul there, but he didn't.
Nope.
So he will stay in the game. He had this look on his face like, oh my, I'm going to foul out.
I think he just got subbed out.
So it's an inbound here for Bedford with 55 seconds to play. Dunker along the baseline, gets it to May. May had a double team there momentarily. Now Dunker drives the baseline. And a nice give and go there to Luke O'Connell, gets another one.
Gets himself into double digits on the night.
10 points there for Luke. 35 seconds to play. O'Brien finds a lane, now kicks it out. Nice little jumper there by Thibodeau. He gets in the scorebook with 2 points. 84-60. And I think it's time to let the clock run out.
That's exactly what's going on.
May just dribbling the clock out. 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5. He's just going to let the ball roll on the ground. And the teams will go back to their respective benches. And that's going to do it. Your final score, 84-60. Bulldogs clinched the #1 seed, and they will play, like I said, it'll be March 8th, 7 p.m. here at Bedford High Gym against the winner of the 8-9 game.
It's quite the impressive performance, Harry. The Spaulding came out a little early with some fire, but Bedford, without going into the technicalities of it, they work really hard to run an extended 2-3 zone that has been perfected by the coaching staff at Merrimack College. I believe it's Coach Gallo there. He's taught it to an awful lot of different schools. I think Coach Marino's actually gone down and watched some practices to figure it out, and it's a very difficult defense to play against, and Bedford runs it really well.
Well, Coach Gibbs, thank you for joining us on this broadcast. Always a pleasure to have you on with us.
Thank you very much. I love being here. I like being on the sidelines, but this is my second favorite place to be.
That's going to be your next career after your coaching days are done. And good luck on the playoffs on May 3rd. We'll be here for you to cover that game. On camera, Bill Jennings, Andrew Fenn with the replays. I'm Harry Kozlowski. 84-60 is your final. Bedford wins. You've been watching and listening to Bedford basketball, boys basketball on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Good night, everybody.